Hello and welcome to the Bull Run News Show. First, let's go to Mr. Pensler for a message from our principal.
Good morning, Bull Run. How are we doing this fabulous October morning? It's almost Halloween and almost at the end of the first quarter. Guys, I can't be more proud of you than what I am right now. You guys are rocking virtual learning and this new learning environment that we're in. I love being in your classes and seeing everything that you're doing. I want you to keep it up, and I want you to know that we are so proud of you. Don't forget, this Friday is our Drive in Disguise, and next week is our Bull Time Stories on Monday. We look forward to seeing you there, and keep smiling. I love being in your classes. And now to Charity for our weather forecast.
Here's an update on the weather forecast for our area. We can expect some really nice warm weather in the next several days with highs in the mid to upper 70s. Going into next Monday, very slight chances of rain are expected, but that can change anytime.
Don't forget, this Friday is the PTA Drive-By in Disguise. Teachers will be in costumes outside of the school. We hope you and your family can drive by from 5 to 6:30 and see all of the great disguises. Also, join us on October 26th for our Bull Time Stories. We'll have celebrity teacher readers from 7 to 7:30 in Chargers Hangout. Check your Google Classroom for Chargers Hangouts.
Over the next few weeks, we'll be interviewing new teachers at our school, so you can get a chance to know them. Joining us today is our counselor, Miss Wagner. Hello, Miss Wagner.
Hi, Eva.
My first question is, what made you want to be a counselor, and what's your favorite part of the job?
I wanted to become a school counselor because I saw how school counselors can make a huge difference in students' lives. And my favorite part of the job is that I get to meet all of the students at the school.
My second question is, what college did you go to?
I actually got to attend 2 different colleges. The first one was the University of Minnesota, and the second one was Penn State University.
My last question is, what are your hobbies outside of school?
I love to do anything outdoors, so camping, backpacking, hiking, and horseback riding.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Miss Wagner. Now for our Day in History segment.
On October 24th, 1911, Orville Wright stayed in the air for 9 minutes and 45 seconds on a glider, setting a world record which remained unbeaten for 10 years. Also, on October 20th, 1864, President Lincoln made Thanksgiving an official holiday. Now for our book talk.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to read to you Wish Tree by Katherine Applegate. And this is a story about kindness, friendship, and hope. And it's about an old oak tree that's situated in the middle of this neighborhood. And the oak tree's name is Red, and it's actually narrated. The whole book is narrated by the tree. So that takes some time to really understand and put yourself in the perspective of this tree. And so it's considered a wish tree. People leave rags and pieces of cloth and tie their wishes onto the tree. And so it's been this tradition of this neighborhood. And so in this story, a new family moves into town, and everyone there is not so welcoming. And so I'm going to read the first 2 chapters with you today and kind of give you a little peek inside of it, and you guys can determine whether you want to continue to finish the story. So this author is also the author of The One and Only Ivan, if you like that book. So it starts off with a little poem, and then I'll go into the chapters. So the poem is titled, Be Different to Trees. The talking oak to the ancient spoke, but any tree will talk to me. What truths I know I garnered so, but those who want to talk and tell, and those who will not listeners be, will never hear a syllable from out of the lips of any tree. And that's by Mary Davies back in 1924. Chapter 1. It's hard to talk to trees. We're not big on chit-chat. That's not to say we can't do amazing things. Things you'll probably never do. Cradle downy owlets, steady flimsy tree forts, photosynthesize. But talk to people? Not so much. and just try to get a tree to tell a good joke. Trees do talk to some folks, the ones we know we can trust. We talk to daredevil squirrels. We talk to hardworking worms. We talk to flashy butterflies and bashful moths. Birds, they're delightful. Frogs, grumpy but good-hearted. Snakes, terrible gossips. Trees, never met a tree I didn't like. Well, okay, there's that sycamore down at the corner. Yakety yakety yak, that one. So do we ever talk to people? Actually talk? That most people-y of people skills? Good question. Trees have a rather complicated relationship with people after all. One minute you're hugging us, the next minute you're turning us into tables and tongue depressors. Perhaps you're wondering why the fact that trees talk wasn't covered in science class during those Mother Nature is our friend lessons. Don't blame your teachers. They probably don't know that trees can talk. Most people don't. Nonetheless, if you find yourself standing near a particularly friendly-looking tree on a particularly lucky-feeling day, it can't hurt to listen up. Trees can't tell jokes, but we can certainly tell stories. And if all you hear is the whisper of leaves, don't worry. Most trees are introverts at heart. Chapter 2. Name's Red, by the way. Maybe we've met. Oak tree near the elementary school. Big, but not too. Sweet shade in the summer. Fine color in the fall. I'm proud to say that I'm a northern red oak, also known as Quercus rubra. Red oaks are one of the most common trees in North America. In my neighborhood alone, hundreds upon hundreds of us are weaving our roots into the soil like knitters on a mission. I have ridged reddish-gray bark, leathery leaves with pointed lobes, stubborn, searching roots, and, if I do say so myself, the best fall color on the street, red. Red doesn't begin to do me justice. Come October, I look like I'm ablaze. It's a miracle the fire department doesn't try to hose me down every autumn. You might be surprised to learn that all red oaks are named red. Likewise, all sugar maples are called sugar. All junipers are called juniper, and all boojum trees are called boojum. That's how it is in the tree world. We don't need names to tell one another apart. Imagine a classroom where every child is named Melvin. Imagine the poor teacher trying to take attendance each morning. It's a good thing trees don't go to school. Of course, there are the exceptions to the name rule. Somewhere in Los Angeles, there's a palm tree who insists on being called Karma. But you know how Californians can be. So I hope you enjoyed the first two chapters. The next chapter introduces a little more about Red and who this tree thinks that he is and everything that he's seen so far. And so I hope that you pick it up and see what you think.
That sounds like a really great book. This week's focus for the Positivity Project is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the ability to move past being injured and reconcile with the person who hurt you. It means you understand that people make mistakes. This is very beneficial for all those who practice it. It allows you to move forward. It can also help you feel less stressed and angry.
Welcome to a new segment for honoring our daily heroes during this time. Our first heroes of the week are grocery store workers. They help us get the food we need and work sometimes even in the middle of the night before stores open. Dedicate this message to a loved one who works with this job. Now to our weekly sports update.
In baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays won the ALCS and the LA Dodgers won the NLCS. They have both advanced to the World Series and are playing a best-of-7 to win the title. In football, the Washington football team lost to the New York Giants. In Major League Soccer, DC United beat FC Cincinnati.
Thank you for joining us for the Bull Run Elementary School News Show. Stay safe and have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.